let the experiment begin. Hi, do you drink tap water?
No.
Would you serve it here?
No.
Basically, what I need and what I crave is water. We're supposed to drink at least 2 litres of the stuff every day. But according to the latest scary headlines, we're also supposed to steer well clear of tap water. So what do we drink? Bottled, mineral, filtered, oxygenated? Or do we just throw caution to the wind and drink plain old tap? So should I worry about water? Now, before all of that, I've come up with a good idea. I want to find out just why it is that we need water. So, I've done some simple scientific tests whilst really hydrated, really full of water. And now it seems to me the only way to find out the effect of a lack of water on our bodies is for me to do the same tests dehydrated. I've just got to give up drinking water. Easy. Right, it's Saturday morning. And I'm taking you on a tour of all the people who've had water other than me. Basically, it's everybody. Dogs. Have you had water today? She's not only had water, she's had breakfast and she's wearing it. Have you had water?
Yes, thank you. You haven't, though, have you?
No. Now, you see, that's just taking the mickey. The cat's having a drink from the fish bowl. I've just filled the radiator on my decrepit old Land Rover. That's where it went, with water. I was jealous of the water that went in there. Thirsty. Is it making me more ill-tempered and horrible than usual?
Yes.
It's Sunday morning, about 6 o'clock, and as you can probably see, I feel pretty lousy. I'm losing weight, but not in a good way. My head hurts. I'm tired and cross. It's 11:30-ish, I think, on Sunday night, and I'm genuinely thirsty now. It's just as simple as that. Basically, what I need and what I crave is water. Right, go to bed. Good night.
So, not quite as easy as I thought. When I was drinking my usual pint of water a day, I did some physical and mental tests. Now, after being deprived of the stuff, I'm about to repeat them to see how my performance compares. Hydrated versus dehydrated. First, reactions. I have to hit as many lights as I can in 30 seconds. Last time, I got 24.
22, so 2 worse. Yeah, I guess that is a slight something. I can't even think of words. I feel horrible.
Right, this is my concentration test. It's quite simple, or it sounds it. Basically, I've got to say the colour it is, not the colour that the word says. Not the letters, in other words, but the actual colour.
Right, here we go.
I'm off. Red, blue, yellow, green,
black,
pink,
orange,
yellow,
blue,
white,
orange,
purple,
grey,
pink,
red,
orange,
green,
grey,
yellow, black,
red, green, yellow,
green,
black,
pink,
blue,
white.
green,
How did I
pink,
do?
white.
14 seconds. 14.3, let's be accurate.
17.5. Oh dear, that's not as good. Next, it's the bit I'm really dreading.
The physical stamina test. I have to cycle for 20 minutes and see how far I can go. Hydrated, I got 8.57 kilometres.
That's it. There, look. Right, I've got to wait for it to come round. Kilometres 8.31. I'm telling you now. That hurt. Basically, we need water. We know that. And I can't believe how quickly it has an effect within, what, 2 days of... Don't forget, this isn't complete dehydration. This is just not drinking any pure water. I was ill-tempered, my head hurts. I think I've got a cold. My throat's dry. I keep sneezing. I've got no strength. My legs are getting cramped up. I couldn't concentrate as well. I wasn't as fit over a distance or as quick over a sprint. I wouldn't advise it. Can I have that now, please? Please, please. I really want this. Give me that now. Honestly, I haven't had a...
I now know then I definitely need water, but I haven't got a clue how much I should be drinking. That's probably a good thing to find out next.
How much do you reckon we should drink a day?
At least a couple of litres.
2 litres.
2 litres.
2 litres.
A couple of litres?
Yeah, 2 or 3 litres. Well, who told you?
Magazines.
How'd you arrive at that?
Well, I was just repeating what he said.
Magazines, I guess.
Really?
Magazines.
Yeah.
OK, these are the magazines everybody goes on about. Now, obviously, I don't read these at all, but my wife does, and they all go on all the time about water and the fabulous effects it can have on our general sense of well-being and our health and everything else. Well, I actually spoke to some of the beauty editors of these mags, and to be honest, some of them knew less about it than me. So I've decided I want to find out more by doing something that's never been done before.
So I've enlisted the help of Denise and Leslie. Actually, no, that's wrong. It's Denise and Leslie. Now, obviously, they're identical twins. I actually saw them on the Richard and Judy show. I know, I was at home. I was bored. But they're not just identical twins. They also have the same job. They have the same number of children. They have the same skincare routines and the same hair. So they're perfect for what I've got in mind.
In here, I should find a doctor and my twins.
But it isn't. What's a bad stuff? Oh,
It's open. We left it open.
Hello.
you Dr. Rushton?
Yes.
I'm Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, thanks for helping us with this. Have we got our twins in here somewhere?
The beauty editors couldn't help me, so I'll have to find out information for myself. I'm determined to put their magazine claims to the test. Does drinking 2 litres of water a day really improve your skin, hair, and aid weight loss?
Hello. Are you Denise and Leslie? I've no idea. I can call you both. You're
Denise.
Denise. You're Leslie.
Leslie and Denise each drink only half a pint of water a day. Perfect for my experiment.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is this. Dr. Rushton here, who's with us in the room, in fact, whose room we're in, is going to take various measurements from you now, and then over the course of a month, one of you is going to drink the recommended amount of water, 2 litres a day. One of you is going to carry on drinking the amount you drink now, which is, well, below the recommended amount. Then after a month, we'll take the same measurements and see if there's a difference.
37.
First, the before tests. Dr. Rushton and assistant measure moisture levels in the skin.
Right, Leslie?
Next, we need 1 square centimetre of hair from the root to look at water content.
Is you all right?
I'm okay. It just sounds a lot of snipping for...
This doesn't go down too well with hairdressers. Finally, much to the twins' horror, we need to take their weight.
Right, peak.
7 stone 2.
Wonderful.
So, obviously, the important thing here, you've got to decide which one of you is going to drink the water and which one of you is going to carry on not.
But don't
Sort
tell
that
me.
out. Right, so we're going to keep that secret. And the final thing to give you is, that's your video camera there.
Thank you.
For your video diary, so we can see what happens.
Good luck with
Remember
it.
to follow the rules. Go to it.
Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay,
Cheerio, Doctor.
bye-bye.
Let the experiment begin.
Well, no, we'll do it. We'll toss the coin. Out of 3 or just first go? First go. I'll have towels. Not looking, not looking. Towels it is. You drink the water.
Whilst the twins are being experimented on, I'm looking into the origins of this whole 2 litres thing. I'm discovering that all this started with a misinterpretation of a 1945 American study, which implies that the average person needs 2 litres of fluid a day. It goes on to say that some of this amount could come from food. For example, a baked potato is 70% water, and this bit is the part that the magazines don't tell us. I can't find any science to support our bodies needing 2 litres to keep us healthy. But is there any truth in the beauty claims made by these women's magazines?
You and I still don't know which one of you two has been drinking the water for a month.
No.
Do you want to hazard a guess?
If I had to plump for one of them, I think it would be Denise.
I think it was you. I really don't. No, I don't. I'm going to say it was you, then we're balanced. That's fair.
39?
39.
So, I can't see any difference with the twins. But surely if one has been drinking 2 litres of water every day and the other has carried on drinking about 1/4 of a litre, the proof will be in the test results.
Right, so we've got everything in. All of the details we need. All of the tests have been done. This is it.
Let's do weight first.
Okay.
Basically, there's been no change whatsoever.
Right.
So the difference between them now is the
It's
same,
as it was.
then. Right,
Yes.
so no big changes there.
Okay. The next thing is the hair, and again, there's been no significant change.
Okay, so no big difference there, despite
No.
one of them drinking all that water?
Yeah, because I think the skin, because water's an integral part of the maintenance of skin,
Yeah.
that would be an important area that you'd think the body was sort of doing things. Unfortunately, there's been no difference between the two.
Really?
No.
Are you surprised, Dr. Rushton?
When you look at the body and how it balances things, it has mechanisms to prevent water loss. Obviously, if you drink more than you need, you'll go to the toilet.
Well, will the one who was drinking the water put their hand in the air?
Please stand up.
Yeah. It was you! I won by guesswork. Are you a bit disappointed by it?
I guess I'm disappointed because I would have liked it to have been a better result, because then it would inspire you to keep doing it.
You kind of know in your heart of heart that we should drink
Should,
water.
yeah.
And when you read things in magazines about it, you think, oh, I'm not drinking enough. And if these...
So drinking all that water didn't change Leslie at all. I'm really surprised. So it seems everyone can stop this feeling guilty about not drinking 2 litres a day. OK, job done. I know now then that I need some water. But what kind of water should I be drinking? Well, it turns out that's not so straightforward either.
Remember those headlines, all that scary stuff about tap water? Well, at home I drink tap water and so does my family. So I think it's about time I took a better look into that.
The newspaper reports seem to be about possible excess fluoride, chlorine and estrogen in our water. How can I find out if the water me and my family are drinking is safe?
Hello. I don't know who I need to ask about this. It might be an odd request, I'm not sure. I wonder, is it possible to get my water tested? In my...
My local water company, Severn Trent, has agreed to come and test my water today. But aren't they going to be biased? Surely they're going to say everything's fine. So in order to get a neutral account, I need to get my own samples off to an independent lab ASAP. Then I can compare the two results. So the samples are on their way, and just in time.
Hello, good afternoon. Severn Trent Water.
Mark from Severn Trent arrives and tells me that water companies have a legal requirement to take samples almost daily.
You know, one of the things I've always wanted to ask one of you guys,
Yeah.
is it a myth or is it true when people talk about in cities the water's been through 7 different people?
Oh, we've been through more than that.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Taking that bombshell into account, I was determined to accompany my samples to Severn Trent's lab in Wales, so I could have a nose around.
OK, who do I need to talk to about these?
I'll just fetch one of the managers in.
Oh, thank you very much. Some science going on. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Richard and I brought my water to be tested.
Okay, thanks very much.
Tim and I talk about why I'm concerned. I'm worried about chlorine in my water because I've read its byproducts in large quantities may harm developing babies in the womb. Fluoride is added to prevent tooth decay, but now it's been discovered that in high doses it may contribute to bone and kidney disease. And large amounts of estrogen could lower sperm counts. So, will I have safe levels of these chemicals in my tap water, or are there unknown dangers lurking in my kitchen? And I've got one more question for Tim.
What about water filters? When we filter our water, I mean, is that the answer to it? Is that a way of...
A lot of people use water filters, again, to remove certain tastes or taints from their water. And they are quite effective in doing so.
I wasn't quite clear on how that works.
Okay. The way in which a filter will actually work, it'll concentrate onto some resin as such within the device. With time, as with anything, if it's not maintained properly, if it says to replace it within a fortnight or 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and if people leave it for 3 to 4 months, yes, you will have concentrated down within that resin some of the components that you're looking to remove. So it's very much to, again, the maintenance of a system. They are effective in removing tastes and taints, there's no doubt about that. But however, the maintenance of the systems thereafter are really up to the individual.
So if you're going to use a filter, use it properly, or you may as well not bother.
Tim told me that the taste is usually chlorine, and a way around that is to fill up a jug with tap water, cover it and put it in the fridge for half an hour. The odd taste will have disappeared.
But drink it within a couple of days, or there could be a build-up of bacteria.
I didn't even know water had a taste, so as my test results aren't in for another 10 days, I've got the perfect opportunity to hone my taste buds.
Now, I read recently an article, I think it was in the Telegraph, about water sommeliers. Apparently there's one at this very, very posh restaurant somewhere around here called the Aubergine. People who taste water. So I'm going to meet one. It's all a bit posh. So you'll sit down and do this, then?
That's my job.
That's
With
what I
water?
do. And I'd like, everybody to do that at home.
I'm going to do whatever you do. Are you really going to...
Yeah, you smell. You have to smell. But most important now is the test.
Right, okay.
It tastes like slightly metallic. Like,
yes.
After that, I get that very, sort of a fatness and dryness. And at the back, for me, it's not my taste anyway. It's not my taste. I won't drink that.
You see, that tastes a lot mellower. It doesn't have that metallic edge.
Absolutely. It's more mellow, but quite rich as well.
Yes, but I can actually suddenly taste a difference now between those two. But you're saying, actually, even without being a sommelier with a finely honed palate, there are differences between these. Do you think, genuinely, that me, bloke in the street, can spot?
Absolutely.
And will it make a difference to my life? Should
I think so.
Really?
I think so.
Would you drink tap water with your finely honed French palate and swing a glass of tap water quite happily, just like I?
Very happily. I'm going to drink it straight from the tap. Garden, whatever.
So despite my scepticism, I've learnt that all water doesn't taste the same. But in spite of Thierry's insistence, I don't think it's going to change my life. Thierry seems to think his tap water is okay, and I'm about to find out if mine is too. My test results have arrived. Remember the independent tests I had done? Well, those results are in as well. So just to make sure my family won't be harmed by drinking our tap water, I'm going to compare the two. Firstly, I need to find out who sets the safe limits of tap water chemicals. The World Health Organization and a European directive set the standards. Taking these into account, both sets of my results are reassuring. My chlorine and fluoride levels are very safe, and no one could even find so much as a trace of estrogen. So I'm all right, Jack, or am I just lucky? What about the rest of the country? There are 28 water companies in the UK, and I think the best way of finding out whether all of them are performing as well as they claim is to test one house in each of their boundaries. We travelled the country, bit of a trek, I know, and spent 2 weeks knocking on doors testing domestic water for safe chlorine and fluoride levels. The results were conclusive. Every single house we tested had safe levels of both chemicals. So I've discovered that tap water all over the UK is safe to drink, and it's monitored rigorously. Fantastic! So to counteract the scary headlines, I'm going to go all out and convince people that it's safe. And what's more, I'm going to sell it to them at cost price.
Tap water? Can I sell you some tap water? It's about 0.1 of a penny. It's tap water, you see, so it's really cheap. Can I sell you some tap water at all?
Oh, no, thanks.
What do you drink?
Bottled.
Bottled? Can I sell
People
you some
don't
tap-
seem to be going for it.
Do you drink tap water?
No.
Hi, do you drink tap water?
No.
What do you drink? Bottled water. Do you drink tap water?
No.
No. Do you drink tap water? Can I offer you some tap
don't
water?
drink tap water.
You don't drink tap water? Do you want some tap water?
Only with alcohol in it.
Ah. Do you drink tap water? No. What water do you drink?
Evian.
Why are people drinking bottled water instead of tap? Maybe it's the image of tap water that's the problem. What if I put some real effort into marketing it as bottled water companies do with their product? What if it was actually in a bottle? Is there anything to stop me selling my own tap water? This is developing into an interesting idea, but I think I need some help with it. Professor Kumar.
Hi, Richard.
I can't really shake your hand.
I'm Nirmalia.
I got lots of water. I'll tell you why when we get inside.
I called the London Business School for advice, and they said Professor Kumar was the best man for the job. I've already done my background research and discovered that we spend around £1,200 million on bottled water a year, an impressive figure. But the amazing thing I've found out is that 25% of them are originally from the tap. Well, surely there's room for one more.
Right. Thanks for seeing me, first of all. You're probably a bit sort of bewildered and wondering what I'm doing, but I'll now explain. I've got here loads and loads of different waters.
I see.
The reason for that, I want to talk to you about doing my own bottled water.
Okay.
I mean, it's a colossal market. What I want to know from you is how they do it, and more to the point, how I can do it to bottle my own.
We put all the bottles over here that are competing. We try to put on the wall. We will have the unique selling proposition of each. What is it? Why would you buy this water in 10 seconds? Because it gives you oxygen. Why would you buy this water? Cool bubbles. Why would you buy this water? Italian style. Right? You put up all of those, and then you say, is there something out here which is not being covered, which my water will be?
Electrolyte enhanced. You're right. So that's got a technical ring.
It's technical ring. This one, oxygizer. This seems to indicate that this bottle, again, I don't know this bottle, but this bottle is for people who are into high sports and performance activities and they want a lot of oxygen. It just means that's the image.
We want to spend more money on our water, say, because Madonna drinks it because it's very fashionable and is properly designer. So do we get enough out of it? And we get
real value out of that. And for a lot of people, that's real value. For me, it's negative, but for other people, it's a positive value that, I'm associated, my life is sterile and dry. When I drink Voss water, I suddenly feel I'm transformed into the world of Madonna.
You just speak marketing all the time.
For a minute, I'm transformed. Would you deny a person that kind of happiness for a few minutes for £2? That's a pretty good £2 deal, I think.
You're so honest about what the marketing is.
What do you want me to say?
Well, hey, you might try to hide it. And
no, marketing is about selling hope in a bottle. That's what we are about.
Well, now, you see, I've got a bit of a treat for you here as a marketing man, because I had to get this off eBay, because it's very difficult to get hold of now. This is Dasani, which, if you remember, was the ill-fated water launched by Coca-Cola, wasn't it? And when there was a bit of an outcry, it was taken off the shelves.
Yeah, because they found that it was a little bit, did not meet the regulations of UK.
Did people think they were getting something they weren't? Did they imagine that this had trickled out of some Pyrenean stream, when in fact it had come out of a tap somewhere in London and been filtered and purified?
It's true, it's coming out of a tap and has just been, processed a little bit more. Now, what does it say? It says pure still water. So it doesn't say anything about like the other water, spring or natural.
No.
So they're actually not what you call mismarketing it, because they don't...
Professor Kumar tells me that apart from the image and marketing, there are differences between bottled waters. When we go to the supermarket, it's not only the price that varies. What we should be looking for on the label is this. Natural mineral water obviously contains minerals from its underground source and is not treated. Spring water is just water extracted from a spring and is also bottled at source. Lastly, bottled water is just drinking water which is bottled and may come from a public supply.
So what should I call mine? Because, I'm being honest here. It's going to come out of a tap. Mine will be from Gloucestershire.
From Gloucestershire. Now the question is, I don't know England well enough, but does Gloucestershire bring some image which is unique? Like, does it bring the image of being fresh, cool, Highland, sophisticated?
No, keep going. More words, you're the marketer.
Countryside?
It's very rural.
Rural countryside.
Very
so we are
rural.
back to our roots, where our ancestors came from.
Maybe
Right?
not that rural, but
Maybe
that's
not
pretty
that
good. I'm in a place named Pell Mell. Pell Mell's the name of my house, so, that could go in. It's on a bit of a hill, and we think that when the bicycle was first invented, people used to just go belting down on these bicycles out of control, Pell Mell, and Pell Mell means kind of...
Yes.
Out of control.
Pell-mell, yeah, out of
So
control.
does that any help?
People come down out of control.
Yeah.
Crazy water for people in crazy. So when you're having a rave, what
Crazy
water?
water.
Crazy water for the raves.
Pell Mell... I wanted to do country and outdoorsy, and you've got something for raves. Pell Mell Crazy Water. I'll go with
I tell
it.
you, there are many choices.
Okay, we'll go with that. Then we need an image for the labels.
What do you think of when you think of crazy?
Crazy. I was hit by lightning. That was
You were
quite
hit by
exciting.
lightning. Hey,
Yeah.
there it is. Now we could have a guy on the label who's hit by lightning. Crazy water.
That's brilliant. But one thing that's left...
It seems the success is all in the marketing and image. So with the professor's help, I think I'm onto a winner. First things first, the label design.
Right. Well, all of that's got my brain racing. Hello, you. Come on. You can help with this, is he? Pell Mell water. I just wonder about maybe lightning hitting a tree, or do we need to see a person? What do you think? Hitting a tree or a person, is he?
I don't know.
You don't know, right. Maybe if we get this idea of chaos. You're the chaos element there. Wow, what if you had it hitting the tree and water came out? It's weird.
You're funny.
I'm funny. There you go. Bottled out to crazy source. Lightning hits tree, water comes out of tree. Big surprise. It's all a bit crazy and exciting. And it's got a power boost thing in there as well. We're rich.
A couple of calls to trading standards and environmental health, and Pell Mell water is ready to go. So now it's the moment of truth. Remember, I tried to sell my tap water here in a jug for 0.1p and had nothing but rejections. But with a fancy bottle, a 25,000% price increase, and a tad more charm, let's see if Professor Kumar was right.
Right. Just wondering if I can tempt you with the label there. It is water, yeah. Well, it's my tap water from my house. You watch it draw this guy in. Watch this. You see, he's fighting it, but he's fighting it very well. Do you drink bottled water?
I do drink bottled water.
Would you like to buy some of this?
Never heard of it.
It's tap water. 25p a bottle. What do you think?
I'll go for it.
Good man. Sea sauce. It's on my own tap.
Drink 2 litres of
You're
very thirsty.
One of the cheapest
status symbols on the market.
What price is it?
It's 25 pence.
So,
for a bottle.
that's not bad.
You get it from home for free.
Yeah, but you haven't got your tap with you, have you? That's the point. Yeah.
Can I take 2?
Tested weekly, harmless to swallowed, widely available and accessible.
There it is. Do you like the look of that?
Looks good.
Do you like the label?
Love the label.
This comes out of my tap. It's perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with it.
How much is it?
It's 25p a bottle.
That's better than most.
Can we get 2 bottles?
Okay.
There you go, you see. Oh, 20. It's not filtered or anything like that.
It's very smooth.
See?
It's pretty conclusive. Half an hour and 20 bottles sold.
41p for 2, that's absolutely
Done.
fine. Enjoy. Well, this is endorsed by a top celebrity called Richard Hammond. He's incredibly famous over here, so that's, you know...
Never heard of.
No. No. It's one for you, one for you.
That's lovely.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, thank you.
Thank you.
My final customers, and that's it. And to be honest, when I started this programme, I had high expectations. I really did. I fully expected to find tales of horrible, gory gremlins in our tap water, but to be honest, I didn't. I also expected to find that drinking the full advised 2 litres of water a day would turn me into a 6-foot-tall, shiny-eyed, shiny golden-maned god. I don't think it'll do that. I also expected to find that drinking bottled water would make me live until I was 1,000 and run at 100 miles an hour. Can't tell you that either, sadly. But what I can tell you is this. I know now how much better drinking enough water makes you feel. And I know that tap water, as far as I can tell, is cheap and perfectly safe. So I'll be drinking that. So will I worry about it? Yeah. I'm going on a journey to discover just what is work doing. Is it ruining our health?
Headaches, backaches, joint pains, high blood pressure, higher rate of heart attacks.
I'm not suited. If I was suited for this job, I'd be a damn secretary.